Hello, and welcome to All About Theosophy, or what could also be called This, That, and the Other Side of the Dirt. My name is Thomas McCarter, and I will be your instructor. At the end of this course, you'll be able to answer some really important questions. Questions like, is there a God? Who am I? Where did I come from? And is there life after death? Theosophy can answer all of these questions and probably any other question you can think of. Which reminds me, before I begin, I must apologize for the clumsiness of this presentation. This is all very new to me, and I'm learning how to use these resources for the first time. Please bear with me. Also, it might interest you to know that there are not going to be any exams for this course. It is in your best interest as a student to learn as much as you can because all of this material is relevant and important. I will answer any questions you might have to the best of my ability via email or text. And with that out of the way, here we go. The best place to start is with the question as to whether or not there is a God who is responsible for our universe. Which brings me to another disclaimer. Almost all of the material I will present to you is based on theosophy, but there are times when I will be pulling things right out of my hat. I'll let you know when I'm riffing outside of the theosophical box. In our discussion about God, I'm probably riffing outside of the theosophical box. The official theosophical position is complicated when it comes to God. And that brings me to another disclaimer. The purpose of this course is to answer questions based on a theosophical interpretation. Some of my information may not absolutely reflect the official theosophical position, but we're not going to let that derail the discussion. Now we can begin. Is there a God? Let's change God to creator and reword our question to, is there a creator of the universe? I'm going to do a little riffing here and say that if something exists and nothing comes from nothing, then logic demands that that thing must have been created. By the way, we are going to be relying heavily on logic in this course, but more on that later. So the answer is yes, there must be a creator of our universe. A better question might be, is the creator of our universe sane or insane? Hear me out. I hope that we've accepted that the universe was created. If so, the only two possibilities are that our creator has intelligence and there is a plan for nature, or that the creator is some kind of a random generator spitting stuff out into space. We are now entering the territory of the atheist. An atheist, by definition, believes that there is no God. Not being an atheist myself, I'm not sure where they think everything came from. But let's just assume that the atheist believes that everything is and was created by a random generator. In other words, they must believe that there's no God with an intelligent design for his creation. In my few conversations with atheists, they somehow believe that their lives have meaning. I don't see how they can believe that. Because if the creator does not have a plan and everything is created at random, which by definition means lacking a definite plan, purpose, or pattern, there can be no meaning anywhere. Ergo, the God of the atheist is an insane God. The easiest way to prove the atheist wrong is to find any kind of meaning anywhere in the universe. The fact that we can define anything at all gives meaning to that thing we are defining. all of the sciences are discoveries of meaning within the universe. Just mathematics alone puts the atheist in a position where he doesn't have a leg to stand on. Mathematical formulas could never exist in a random universe. The word random means that there are no relationships between anything. There could never be an equation in a random universe because an equation is an expression of a relationship. This fact alone proves that the universe could not have been created by a random generator. Ergo, the creator of this universe is sane and has a plan. I hope you will agree that there's no future in the attempt to discuss the doings of an insane creator. Is it possible that the atheist is correct? Well, I don't think it's possible that the universe was not created, since it certainly exists and nothing can come from nothing. So the question becomes whether the insane creator of the atheist is a possibility. And the fact that order clearly exists in what could only have been an orderless collection of chaos, if the atheist is correct, convinces me that there is zero possibility that the atheist is correct. So let's just leave it at that. Moving on. One of the most important concepts in theosophy has to do with the planes of existence.